Alrighty, so here we go. Basically, what I'm going to do is animate a character plopping up. Okay, so um, what I'm going to do is on this frame, I am going to use the brush here, and I'm going to change the color to black. That's the color I like, and I am going to draw the character. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a character basically breathing, so more or less kind of like a boiling hold again, because that's just the easiest thing to do. All right, so got that for my stroke. Let me look at my brush size here, and we'll go like more of a medium. And let me see what this looks like. That's way too thick, so I'll use my brackets here. That's a little better. That's a little better. Okay. So, usually what I like to do is I'm going to add another layer here. So I have layer 1, layer 2. I'm going to on layer 1 make like a rough animation, and then I'll clean it up on layer 2, the one above it, okay? So, let's get to it. So basically I'm doing a really simple kind of clown. And I'm just going to animate him kind of coming up and going down. So, let's see how we're going to do this. All right, so we'll just, I guess, get to it. So I'm picturing something like this. All right, and make him a little bit, he's got a hat, which I'm going to have kind of sway. And then he's got like this kind of thing going on. All right, and shoulders down like this. And actually, for that matter, I'm gonna use my eraser here. The eraser's really small, so not that big. Okay, and I want his head to be actually. Oops! Apparently, the eraser affects the brush as well. So I'll kind of go down. And there's his nose, and the eyes right here. All right, and then the ears there. Okay, that's frame 1. What I'm going to do is go to this one, and then I'm going to hit F7. F6 will make a duplicate of the current drawing. F7 will make a, well, F5 will extend the frame. Okay, so now it goes from here to here. All right, I'm going to undo that because I don't actually want to do that. So just Control Z. 5 does that. F6 will make a duplicate keyframe, so it'll just do another drawing of this one. And F7 will make a blank one, so it's just another blank one. Now, you can see I can't see my previous drawing. Usually I like to work this way personally, and I will just go back and forth between my frames. So in this case, I can just use the greater than less than symbol. Lets me toggle. So I'll like look at this one and then go like this, and then go, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I personally like working. But I have a feeling that probably most of you guys are not going to be like that. So if you want to use the onion skinning, it's just right down here, and you see it says onion skinning, and that's going to onion skin the stroke. So now I can see the previous drawing below my current drawing. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that as a guide, and I already don't like that. So he's got to go up. So like this. All right. And okay. All right. So this is his hat, and his ear. Okay. Like so. All right. So boom. And I'm not super happy with that, so I'm just going to use this. And since this is just like a whatever anyway, I'm not too concerned about it, so using. Okay. Just going to bring this over. Good enough. All right, so I'm going to go to the next frame here, and I'm just going to go ahead and hit F7. All right, and go back to my brush. Just hit the B key, and we're going to go ahead and this, and like that. And that. Boom. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Good. Not really, but it's good enough for me. 7. I'm going to turn the wireframe off because I'm not a big fan of it. So you can see now I can scrub through. Right? So I'm going to go to this one. And then we're going to pop him up. And here we're going to have it go like this. I'm going to have him blink. Alright. And this is obviously very loose. Alright. Boom. And then F7. Oops, sorry, I thought I clicked F7. So, oh, that was F9. Sorry, F7. Don't need that. Okay. So, boom, boom, boom. And then I'm just going to have this be kind of a wide one. Alright. And this will flare. And then we're just going to have his hands kind of go like this. Okay. Something like that. I didn't really do a smile at all. Okay. And then ears. I got the ears, I think, last time. So, good. And then 7. Okay. Alright, and then we're just going to have him settle a little. Like this. We'll have his eyes. Okay. And then his nose will kind of come up. Eyes will start to open. So that's really going to go up. Make that up a little bit more. Ears, ears. Like that. And we're going to have his hands here. Like this. This is pretty good stuff. Not my best work. Alright. Then we're going to go F7. Okay, we'll say right here. And we're going to make this basically just about what I actually want this drawing to be. Eyes open. And I'm actually going to have his hat flop down. Okay. And this is going to start going normal. And then his hands are going to start to come back. Okay. So let's see. Okay, then F7. Okay. Oops, sorry, I thought I had F7. Right. I'm just going to come up a little bit higher than that. Okay. Okay. And he's got his hat. And this is going to be normal. And then I just want to have his hands basically down, down, like that. Alright, and then if I hit spacebar, oops. Or actually, sorry, enter. Alright, and you can kind of see, it's not the greatest animation, but he kind of comes up. It's pretty forgiving. Okay, so that's basically my rough wireframe. Alright. Now what I would do is I'd go above this, and I would do this much tighter, but I'm trying to, for the sake of speed, I'd go up here. Right, so I obviously got my animation drawn here. Looks kind of crappy, but it's something. Alright, So what I want to do is I want to use this as my layer underneath, but you can see it's really dark, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on this and go to properties, and I can add transparency, and I'll make this, let's say, 25. All right, and now when I'm on the layer above, that is still a little darker than I'd like. Let me see something real quick. What does it look like if I draw on top of it? Yeah, that's still pretty dark. So I'm going to click back on this. Come on, there we go. It's really properties. And let's take transparency down to, like, let's say 1%. And, oh, whoops, that's why. It's going in the opposite direction of what I thought. Okay. Oh, no. Hooray for auto recover. Okay, so I have actually got to take this thing's transparency and go the other direction, which I think is kind of weird, but we'll try 75. And there we go. Alright, so let's go here, and I'm going to go to this one, and I'm going to use my brush, and I am just going to zoom in here, so Control ++ space bar, and I'm going to use this as a guide more or less, and draw my character. Oops, I'm on green currently, so change the color here back to black. Okay, and there's one eye, there's another eye, and then I'm looking at this, and this line's a little thicker than I'd like, so I'm going to go to my brush size. Doesn't tell me what it currently is. Let's try this. That's way too big. And here we go. That's closer. I'm also not getting pressure sensitivity, so let's see where we're at here. What shape? Somehow that got turned off. That's a little better. Okay. So eye. Now I need to draw his head here, so we're just gonna go wonk. Let's see if I can clean that up a little bit. Alright. And we'll just give him an ear. Whoomp. And this will just go all the way around. And this goes all the way around. Right. And we'll give him his nose. Just something like that. And then he has a big smile face. Alright. And then he should have his hat, which goes something like that. And then we will open his other ear, and then I will take this, and we'll go 1 to 1 to 1, and space, oops, Control Z, space bar, and we will just, like so, voila. Okay, and then I'm just going to color this in. So I'm just going to use my my fill tool here, and his face I'm going to make a sort of grayish color, we'll say. Let's see if I can find, where are you? Okay. So, you know, that and that, and then I'm going to picture his thing being blue, so like this kind of blue. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's try this. Go here. Okay, I got nothing for a stroke. We're going to draw a shape like this, and I'm just going to bring it, and oh, I know what I'm going to do. We're going to undo that and delete this. I'm going to use let's see this. Give me the option. Okay, so, and then you'll see there's an option here for this, which is normal mode, but you can do that. There is paint fills, paint behind, paint inside. Let's do paint inside. And I'm just going to make this bigger. And you'll see it paints inside. So I'm just going to kind of brush this in. All right, there it goes. I'm not sure what happened there. There we go. And we're just going to go like that. Okay. There. Okay. And then also in here. There we go. So there's blue. We'll make this another color. So we'll make this a, let's say, we'll say yellow. So I'm going to go in here. And okay.